Hello! Today we'll be solving problem 26 of Leetcode, remove duplicates from sorted array. Given an integer array nums sorted in increasing order, remove the duplicates in place such that the unique element only appears once. The relative order of the elements should be kept the same. Then return the number of unique elements in nums. Consider the number of unique elements of nums to be k. To get accepted, you need to do the following things. Change the array nums such that the first k elements of nums contain the unique elements in the order they were presented in nums initially. The remaining elements of nums are not important, as well as the size of num, and return k. So to solve this problem, I'll use the example that they provided in the question. So we have a nums array of 1, 1, 2. So I would use the two-pointer approach to solve this question. So I'll keep track of a variable called count here, and I'll initiate it with a value of 0. This is the value that we will return at the end, which is the count of unique elements that we have in nums. And then what I'll do is I'll loop through every single element of this array using a for loop. So in that for loop, I'll use the variable of I, and I'll start that at the first index. So what we'll do is we'll compare these two values against one another. If these two values are not equal, then we'll do something, but in this case, they are equal. So we'll just continue on in the loop. So now I is 2. So let's check again. So now we have I at 2. So you can see that 1 and 2 are obviously not equal. So what we'll do is we'll increment the count by 1. And then what we'll do is we'll set the index of count, so right, we're here now, as nums of 2. So now we have we'll end up with an array of 1, 2, 2. But this value doesn't matter, so we don't really care about that. And then because we've reached the end of the nums array, we exit the loop, and we would want to return a count. But you can see that we have 2 unique elements, and our count is at 1. So what we'll do is just return a count plus 1, and that should give us the number of unique elements in the list. This approach would give you a runtime of O of n, so the size of O of n, which is the size of the list, and a time space complexity of O of 1, since we haven't iterated any new arrays. So to code this, first we'll implement our counter like this, and then we'll put in our for loop through the array and make our comparisons, which will look like this. And don't forget to return your count plus 1, of course. And this should be the solution. So if we press submit here, we have solved the problem.